Welcome to Lesson 1, Paths to Medical School. This is where it all starts. So let's talk about the two different types of medical schools. U.S. medical schools are mainly divided into allopathic or MD and osteopathic programs or DO. MDs tend to focus more on the diagnosis and treatment of disease and attend medical schools accredited by the Liaison Committee on Medical Education. DOs focus on more of a holistic approach and attend medical schools accredited by the American Osteopathic Association, commissioned on osteopathic college accreditation. Over the years, MD and DO programs have come to be more similar. Both must complete the same medical school requirements, attend 4 years of accredited medical schools, base diagnostic and treatment decisions on science, can write and prescribe the same medications, and can practice any medical specialty. As of 2020, they even attend the same residency programs, can be licensed to practice medicine in all 50 states. But the differences between MD and DOs include DOs must complete 200 hours of osteopathic manipulative treatment. DOs must pass the comprehensive medical licensing exam. DOs tend to practice as primary care physicians and work in rural areas. DOs tend to accept medical students from non-traditional backgrounds, including individuals who are older and pursuing medicine as a second career. Now, MDs must pass the USMLE, or United States Medical Licensing Exam. MDs tend to specialize and work in urban areas. As of January 2020, there are 155 accredited MD programs and 36 accredited DO programs in the US. There is roughly a 9-to-1 ratio of MDs to DOs in the United States. Now let's talk about foreign medical graduate schools. They tend to have less restrictive requirements, lower tuition costs, and possible U.S. residency opportunities are all favorable aspects of applying to foreign medical schools. Potential challenges include the use of a traditional A to F grading system, different political and social norms, matching challenges with U.S. residency programs, taking an additional exam, the Educational Commission for Foreign Medical Graduates, and patients and employers typically have a less positive opinion of international medical schools. The degree that you get is always affixed to your name, so please remember that. Please also remember that you're going to be a doctor at the end. Now, I'm a DO, and I just got done telling you that DOs tend to be primary care. Well, I'm a DO. I'm in one of the most competitive specialties there is, and I made it. And I've got a very successful practice. And my patients and the vast majority of the providers out there don't care at all if I'm a DO. They don't care if I'm an MD or DO. In fact, I think I actually get some referrals because I'm a DO, and I think I get some patients come to me specifically because I'm a DO. It was harder to get into residency. Now, that much is true because there's still this kind of rivalry between MDs and DOs, and that's slowly starting to go away because everything was merged in 2020. However, there is still this rivalry, and so the very competitive specialties out there like dermatology, ophthalmology, plastics, orthopedic surgery, those are kind of the big four, and we all kind of trade off who's the most competitive. If you're really gunning for one of those, then you might want to be a little bit more specific and go to a traditional MD school in the US. But if you're not going for one of those, I doubt it really matters. And what I'd encourage you to do is pick the college and pick the title behind your name that's going to match your mindset. Now, we're going to talk about mindset in the next lesson. So that's not this lesson, but you're going to hear a lot about it. You need to figure out your why you're doing this, what type of doctor you really want to be, and then figure out what the title is. Everything is changing, and COVID is changing everything, and will for forever. You need to decide what school you want to go to. I have known amazing MDs, and I've known some not so good ones. I've known amazing DOs and amazing foreign medical grads, and some not good in all of that. I don't think the school really has much to do with it. I believe what you bring to the table, your dedication, your why, your mindset, I think that is what makes an excellent healthcare provider. Now, sometimes because medical school is so competitive, you might not get into the school of your choosing, and you might just have to decide if another school that isn't your top pick, even though there might be a different title or a different country that you practice in, if that even matters. That's up for you to decide. I wanted to be a DO. I only applied to DO schools because it matched my why, my mindset. I wanted to be, at least theoretically, I wanted to be more holistic. And I think DO schools offer that more holistic point of view. We also were taught some of the manipulative parts of medicine, the chiropractic, the massage therapy, other things that other people weren't taught. That was important to me, so I only applied to DO schools, and luckily I got my first pick. For you, maybe you don't want to do any manipulative medicine. Maybe you don't want to do any massage therapy or chiropractic or any, and you don't really care about the holistic. You want to go in and you want to set a bone and put a rod through it and end a story. And that's awesome. There's a lot of MD schools that are still geared that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. To your own self be true. It's wise advice. It obviously predates me. But please, think about this topic. Think about what's going to help you for the rest of your life, and then go after it with gusto. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about some mindset things, and this is going to help round out this whole topic of MD, DO, or MD from a foreign medical graduate school.